It is Tuesday, and it feels like Tuesday. And then it has the colors with their specific scores. Students' names up here, of course. And then I'm gonna pack up and get ready to leave, and I'll check in with you guys a little later. Good morning and happy Monday. Today it is Monday, May 6th. My name is Diana and I am a 5th grade dual English teacher in the state of Illinois, and welcome to my channel. So, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, which I did not even know. Like, I don't know where my mind's been. And I mean, it's not a big deal, but like, you know, people that liked to drink or like to party or like to just kind of, you know, engulf in festivities tend to, you know, really enjoy the holiday or, you know, the day. And so it's funny because my sister messaged me and she's like, what are you doing today for Cinco de Mayo? And I was like, oh, I didn't even realize it. And it's just because, you know, things have just been going by so fast, and, you know, we're just trying to get through the month to be out of school. And so, so then we ended up going into, so Saturday we had a baseball game for my kids, which we tied. We could have won, but one of our kiddos overran third base and he got out, and we were the home team. So it was like, if he would have like stayed on base and somebody would have came up and hit the ball, then we probably would have won the game. But they tied the game, which was nice because they don't do extra innings. So I mean, it was nice because I mean, I look at it like, it's funny because like I said, my boyfriend and another guy whose kid's on the team that we were with last year or last sorry, my nose has like been running and it's just like, I don't know what's the deal. I've been like blowing it. It's just crazy. But anyway, so so he was on his kid and our son was on the same team last spring for T-ball. And so they're decided, because the coaches that were there last year, their kids have grown up and moved on, so they are no longer coaching. So my boyfriend and him decided to take on the coaching this year, and so they're coaching. And so but it was good. I feel like every game that we've had, we've improved. So I mean, that's kind of what it's all about, like seeing the growth in the kids as the days go on. So that's nice. But anyway, so yeah, he had like a little like Cinco de Mayo, like, you know, gathering, and it was just us and another couple, which was nice. But mainly it was just more so because they have twin kids. They have twin 6-year-olds, I believe. And yeah, because I think they're both in kindergarten. And you know, we have obviously a 5 and 6-year-old, and Lorelai's, you know, she's 5 going on 13. So she's, you know, she can keep up with the best of them, but whatever. So we were at their house yesterday and they had a whole bunch of fun. And so by the time like we got there, it was like 3 something, and by the time we got home it was like almost 10 o'clock. So it was just like a very long day. Put the kids to bed, read them a couple of bedtime stories, and then put them to bed, and then put myself to bed. So needless to say, I didn't really get a chance to do much in terms of like planning or anything like that. But my plan either way was to do review, because next week we're doing map testing. I think Tuesday is when we do reading, and then Wednesday is when we do math. So I was thinking that I wanted to actually just go through all of the review this week. So like today I want to do inferencing, tomorrow maybe do theme, you know, Wednesday do compare and contrast, Thursday. So just do all of like the basics of what they should be knowing in 5th grade. To kind of just hit on them, to kind of just do like a refresher activity for each of these standards, so that way like when they come around to next week on Tuesday, they'll be kind of ready to go. And you know, hopefully some of it'll stick so that way they will do well on MAP. Also, I also want to have like my goal setting conversations with my kids this week. So I think that's also what I'm going to do. So yeah, so that's what my week is going to be. And I actually just did a free trial of the website Twinkle. I've had it before, but you know, like usually in the summer you would just like kind of cut it off because you're just like, well, why am I going to be paying for subscriptions for school when I'm not using them? So but I oh, excuse me. But yeah, so I'm doing a free trial again, so that way, oh, I almost hit that bird, jeez. So that way, like, I could utilize like some of the resources they have, because I was looking on there and they had some really cool ones. They did have like ones from 3rd to 5th and then 6th to 8, which is nice because then I can do with both groups. You know, I can kind of do one whole group activity of something, and then I can give my higher kids this to work on, and then my lower kids this to work on, but we're all working on inferencing, which would be nice. So, and that's my plan. So that's going to be my week of review. Unfortunately, I saw a vlog over the weekend about like, or like not a vlog, but like on Instagram of like the room transformations for review, and it looks so cool and so nice, but I bless those teachers, because I'm like, man, I just don't have the time to do it. And it's like, I don't know, or maybe I just don't make the time. I don't know, either way. But hopefully we'll just get to be able to review, and like I said, it'll stick, and then we should be good for MAP testing next week. So, but I hope everybody had a great day and a great weekend, and everybody was able to just relax and rest and enjoy in the weather if it was nice in your area. But yeah, so I should be at school in about 10 minutes, and I will check in with you guys later. Happy Monday. We made it to lunch. So, what did we do today? Oh, so I went through some of my MAP scores with my students. I met with them in groups, and this is kind of what our chart looks like. So I created this on Google PowerPoint, and or Google PowerPoint, that makes no sense. On PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint. And so basically what I just did was I created this, and then it has the colors with their specific scores, students' names up here, of course, and then just like what their score was. And then, so I think that this chart makes it a lot easier for them to see the data and read than just use the scores or the percentiles. So that was one of the things we did today. And then we also did identifying theme. We looked at a PowerPoint of like what, or I'm sorry, not theme, that's tomorrow. Hold on, let me center. Okay. We did inferencing this morning, and so we looked at a PowerPoint on inferencing, and we kind of did a whole group activity where we looked at a picture, and then we kind of wrote down what we saw, and then we did like what we already knew, our background knowledge, and then what inference that we make. And so one of the things that I noticed was that a lot of them were struggling with what they saw. So for example, one of the pictures was like a guy who was just like, his head's down like this. And a lot of them like, oh, he's frustrated, he's disappointed, he's upset, he's sad. And I'm like, that's not what you see. I'm like, what do you see? So a lot of them kept giving me like their perspective, but not necessarily telling me specifically what they see. So then they're like, oh, and then they finally understood what I meant was like, tell me exactly what you see. A man with a head is I cannot talk. A man with his head in his hands. And so they were like, okay, yeah, that's what we see. Now, based on the background knowledge, you're telling me that this guy's frustrated or he's upset or he's disappointed. That is your background knowledge, because you know that someone that's looking like that isn't going to be happy, isn't going to be excited. You know that there's a problem. And then that helps you make your inference. So that's what we did this morning. And then like I said, we talked about the MAP scores while I had some of them do silent reading or quiet reading. And then we're probably going to do that all again today. And then, yeah, so, and then I think tomorrow we're going to do theme. So that's just kind of what I'm doing right now, is I'm just researching on my lunch some things that we can do for theme. And reason being is because I need to probably get some books that need to kind of, like, my hair is just a hot mess now when I look at this in here. I need to get some theme books, and I might have to go to the library this afternoon to do that. So I'm kind of researching how I want to play that out for tomorrow. So I'm just going to eat my lunch. I just brought a sandwich. I just finished eating my Dilly Bites. I'm eating just a ham and cheese sandwich. What else did I bring for lunch? I brought some chips. I brought a oatmeal pie that got smashed up by my Alani Nu, and then an orange and a fruit by a foot. So healthy that I am. And so we're just gonna eat lunch, and then we're going to get our lives together for the upcoming class at 12:30. So I'll check in with you guys this afternoon. What is up? So it is 3:41, and normally I'm not out the door this early, but I have to pick up my daughter from my mother's house. She has a doctor's appointment today at 4:15, so I have to be there and then be at the doctor's appointment place at 4:15, which I think we should be okay, because it says I'll get to my mom's house at about 3:57, and then I'm gonna pick her up and then take her. It's just her annual checkup for school, because she needs to if I can toss this out here. Sorry, I'm just like trying to throw out garbage. Oh, did I make it? I don't know if I made it. Did I make it? I did. Okay, cool. Yeah, so sorry, I was just like tossing out garbage into the garbage container that someone had there. So anyway, yeah, so she has a doctor's appointment. I have to get her records for school, because I do have to turn them in for school, because she doesn't have her updated ones. And then next week she goes to the eye doctor, and then closer towards school she'll go to the dentist. So it's interesting now having a kid and everything that I know that I have to like do for them to start school or whatever. And it's always funny, because I never really thought about that. I just knew that like in certain aspects, like kids wouldn't come to school, or they'd be like, oh, this kid needs their immunizations, but not thinking all the other things that they need to have done before they enter into school, public school anyway. So anywho, yeah, so I'm driving there. So the rest of the day was pretty much the same as I said. We did the same activity. We did, my second class wasn't too good in the sense of they just weren't, they were just very like chatty. They were very disruptive, and so it was just a little frustrating. They were just extra, and so like I like had to pause a few times to like really sit there and just like, you know, it just got to the point where it's just like I was kind of done with like telling people to stop talking and telling people to like listen and telling people to stop interrupting and raising their hands. And so finally I just like literally like sat down in the chair in the front of the room and just like grabbed my phone, and I just started like looking through my phone. And I think that they got to the point where they were just like, oh, okay, well, she's not, you know, she's not teaching. And so I told them, I was like, you know, if you guys are going to interrupt me, I was like, I might as well just like check my emails and like see if there's anything else that I need to do for today, because apparently teaching isn't one of them, because you guys won't let me teach. So they would quiet down, and then they would start to like, we would start to get into a groove again, and then they just start disrupting again. But eventually they got to the point where they did finish the task, and then I was able to meet with a few more kids in my second room, or in my afternoon class, about their MAP scores and stuff. So still have more to meet with tomorrow, but tomorrow we'll be reviewing theme. So so you know, hopefully that'll be good. I gotta look up those books and see about grabbing some books from the library to help out with that tomorrow. So but yeah, so just headed to the doctor with her, and then if I don't check in with you guys later, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning. So I'll see you guys in the next time I vlog. It is Tuesday, and it feels like Tuesday. So, couple things. A, My hair looks like a hot mess because I washed it this morning, but I just didn't have time to put anything in it. So this just makes me look a lot older today. I don't know why, if this headband kind of makes my hair look really like extra gray. And then second thing, I have my glasses on. So my contacts, they were really bothering me today, and they were pretty old. They needed to be replaced, and I haven't went to the doctor and the optometrist in a while. So they were just really bothering me, and so I had to take them out this morning and just toss them. And so now I don't have any new pairs. I only have color, but they're like daily color. So I guess I could necessarily wear those for like the next week or so, just because I'm not a really big fan of the glasses. Like, I don't know. I feel like it makes me look a little older. And not only that, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just really weird to me. So I don't know. And then I just don't like them on my face. I feel like they're just in my way, and I'm constantly like hitting them because I'm not used to them being on my face. So, but anyway, it's the end of the day, as you can see. My kiddos are gone. So today we did theme. And so I have this membership. Well, like I said, I think I did the free trial at Twinkle. And we did a PowerPoint on theme. And then I gave some of my students this to kind of do to like come up with theme. And then some of my more higher students, I gave them this one, which was like a poem to kind of think about theme. And so we kind of did that together after we went through the PowerPoint. And then independent practice, I gave them, I'm sure a lot of you have ever seen these from e-reader or e-reading worksheets. And so this was for my higher students because it was like a longer passage, and it also asked for the theme as well as like details or like evidence. And then this one I gave to some of my lower students, just so because it did already have the theme and they just had to read the story and then like decipher the theme. It didn't really give them any option to give details, but with them, I just want them to be able to identify and to understand what the theme is. And then one of the other things we did today was adverbs. And so what I did was I did a sort. So I did like, so if you look at the worksheet, it has a how, where, and when. And so what I did was I came up with like let me see if I find it. Perfect, because one of my kids left it. So I came up with this. So I made like a grid like this. And so I did like a sort. And so I gave them about 15 words, and then they were supposed to sort them what they thought was like how, when, and where words. And then we kind of went over it together, and then we did the worksheet together. Well, we didn't do the worksheet together. They did it independently because it was talking about how, when, where. So that was our day. Sorry about that. Someone came in, and so I had to kind of cut that off. But yeah, so anyway, that was our day today. And we kind of just did that over a period of time or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm just waiting for my boyfriend. And so I'm going to pack up and get ready to leave, and I'll check in with you guys a little later. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Today it is Wednesday, May 8th, and I am just now getting on my camera at 3:41. I did not record anything today. It's just been crazy week. And here's the thing, and it hasn't really been crazy in terms of like kids and stuff, but it's just like we're just trying to review and just trying to get through everything that we can get through before testing next week. And so that's kind of where I am at this point. So today we talked a little bit about comparing and contrasting, and so we did some activities on that. And then tomorrow we're going to work on, I think I'm going to do figurative language tomorrow. I think I'm going to save text structure for Friday. And so that will probably be the end of it. And then Monday, I don't know, we might throw in something else. I'm going to look and kind of see over the weekend, like if there's anything else I need to cover to review before we do testing on Tuesday. But yeah, that was pretty much our day today. So it wasn't really anything eventful. And I feel just like this vlog is not very eventful with just giving into the details. But that was pretty much what we did today. We have a staff meeting going on in about 3 minutes. And so I mean, even though I haven't actually gone to a couple of the staff meetings, because with me being not here next year, and like a lot of the stuff that they've been talking about has been a lot to do with like next year and things to come and what's going to happen. And, you know, I just obviously don't want to be a part of that. So, yeah, I think they said that we still kind of have to go. So, I'll probably head to that meeting as well. But yeah, that was pretty much our day today. We just, like I said, we watched a couple of videos. Well, we did some activities, and then, so one of the activities that we did like a 4-corner. And I know a lot of my kids, and I don't know if you guys know this, but like a lot of my kids like the game 4 corners, where you do certain things and then you get out if you're wrong. But I've never really done like a 4 corners official game. I've usually done like the 4 corners of like, hey, you choose A, B, C, or D. And so we did like a compare and contrast with tornadoes and hurricanes. And so what I just did was I gave them a statement about one of the other, and then they had to choose whether it was tornado, hurricane, both of them, or neither of them. And so that's kind of what we just did. We kind of just did that game. And then we just did like a couple of worksheets on like comparing and contrasting, just another topic. So I think one of the comparing and contrasting topics we did, which I can't seem to find, was, so for some of my kids, we did gardening. And then some other kids, we did cats and dogs. That one was a little bit more, where they were just getting the statement and then they had the picture and they were just circling which one. And then some of them did like gardening, which was like a Venn diagram. And then some of them, I had them do multiple choice, just because like when we do map next week, it's gonna be multiple choice. So like they're gonna ask them questions pertaining to comparing and contrasting, as opposed to like having them fill out a graph. So I kind of wanted to just get a little prepared for that. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna head over to my meeting. Maybe I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. I think we're supposed to be doing practice today because we didn't do it yesterday. So I think we're gonna do that today. So maybe I'll get a couple of little footage of the kiddos doing practice, and then yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the day has in store for us at home. So yeah, the day before yesterday, we went to the park. Yesterday, I just kind of spent some time taking my mom home and then bringing her back. And then I went to Ace Hardware to kind of look for some things that we needed. So it was kind of really uneventful as well. But today we have practice. Maybe my kids will get the opportunity to kind of play at the park a little bit, especially if they do a good job. Because I always feel bad. They always want to play at the park with their buddies, and we just never do because we just like want to rush home. But I think maybe today might be the day I'll let them stay, but depending on how they do in practice. So, but I'll check in with you guys later. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. We're officially done with Wednesday. We have 2 more days left before the weekend, and then we have 3 weeks left of school. I think I counted today. I want to say we have like 20, let's see, 5, 10, 15, maybe like 20 days. I'm not sure. I'll have to recount and let you guys know. Okay. We have made it to the end of the day and the end of the week. We are, I'll just set you guys down for a second. We are legit 15 days before break, before summer break. And I think, I'm gonna double check, I'm gonna count these days for you. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, officially 15. Well, 14 because we're off 1 day. And then we have field day, which technically makes 13. And then 1 day, half day, we're going to the junior high for like the kids to, you know, meet the principal and learn more about the school if they haven't already done so. So it is going to be epic because I am ready to blow this pop stand. I'm just like done with the year. I am done with the kids. I mean, I will miss the kids, but like we kind of just need to kind of mosey on out. And I just need to, you know, start thinking about my next endeavor and where I'm going to be headed, and just, you know, all these wonderful things that are coming my way in the few next coming months. So, yeah, so today we just reviewed text structures. As I told you guys, we did that. And then we did a quizzes on the text structure, like just to kind of review that. And then I think what we're going to do Monday is we're going to review poetry. Well, I guess I wouldn't even necessarily call it a review. It'd be more like a lesson, because after Monday, we have map testing on Tuesday, and then it's like, it's all she wrote. So we want to make sure that we cover at least that, because I know some of my kiddos will have poetry on their map, and so I just want to make sure that they get what they need before we get into testing. So I think Monday will be poetry day. Students will learn about the different types and then just how they're set up, and then hopefully we will be done, and then we'll just kind of figure out what we want to cover for the rest of the week before we head on out for break. So I think I am going to end this vlog here because I am going to pack up and then head home. I have to go. My mom is at my house, so I'm gonna go home, grab her and my children, and then possibly just take them to my sister's house and hang out. I know my kids, they've been wanting to do that, and I mean, they did that like maybe the week before last, but they were a little upset that they couldn't stay over. I mean, they won't stay over today, but at least they get to go and hang out with my sister at her house, and just kind of, you know, different environment, I think will be ideal for them. I don't know, maybe we'll go out to dinner or something. I don't know, we'll see, or order in. Yeah, so it's just been, I feel like it was like the longest week ever. I don't know if you guys have felt that way, but I felt like it was the longest week ever in school. I don't know, I just felt like the days just dragged on and on and on. And I just feel like that's exactly what's happening these last like few weeks of school. And I don't know, it's like, I'm hoping that I can just blink and it's here. Because I also have to, so I mean, I don't really have a lot to pack. Like, I've been kind of condensing a lot of my stuff where it needs to be. So like, I have my 2 rainbow cards here. Here, I'll show you. I have like my 2 rainbow cards here. I have my, this bin. I need to get another bin that I think, because I do have some books and stuff in here that I need to go through to kind of bring along with me. And then I'll have like this, my teacher, whatchamacallit, my teacher toolbox, and then just other little things. So like, here, let me show you. So like in those cabinets, I have like stuff that needs to go. Not everything. I think it's mostly like in this one. Ooh, let me move my finger. But like mostly in this one, I have stuff that needs to go out. And then I do have a bunch of Squishmallows that I need to go through. And I think I'm gonna give those to my homeroom students because they really, really like them. And they were really good with them this year. I think just like one person pretty much ruined it for the rest of the class. And so I think we're gonna just kind of, I think I might just divvy up those to them. So I really don't want to take them with me, and they are a lot. I have like 20 something. So I might just keep a couple and then just give out the rest to whomever wants to take one. And so my kids, so you see them, they like legit wrote or drew all these like wonderful pictures. It says beautiful Mother's Day pictures, and then they have all these like random pictures on there, but it was pretty cute overall. I think there's one like right next to this like little bird guy, but I think it's in yellow or somebody erased it, and so you can't see it. But so anywho, so like I said, I'm going to leave the building, and again, I'm hoping that my day, my weekend goes by as slow as this week has gone, because I need it. I just want to go home and just like recharge. And my kiddos have a game tomorrow, and they have a 9 o'clock game, which stinks because you know what I was doing? So I was picking out my clothes for today, and I was just like, I just want to come home and take a nap, or I just want to be able to sleep in tomorrow. And I can't even do that because my kids have a game at 9 in the morning, which means I'll have to be up. We have to be at the baseball diamond at 8:30, which means I have to get up at 8. So it's just like, and normally it's not a problem for me. Like, I can get up and I can struggle and just be like, all right, fine, whatever. But getting 2 kids out of bed and trying to get them dressed and somewhere and then to do any activity is not fun. And if you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. So, but anywho, yeah, so I think one of my kids just like fell at my door. Yeah, I think one of my kids just fell at my door. They were throwing stuff. What? All right, well, I will check in with you guys. Why are you banging on my door? Why are you banging on my door? Why? Whose is it?
I don't know. Someone threw it.
Edgar had it, and then he found it, and then I don't know what we do with it, so.
Ooh, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a great weekend. Gotta love 5th grade, don't you? I know I do. And I am going to miss it. So if you guys are all out there praying, pray for me that I find a job that's gonna stay in elementary, because if not, I will be headed to middle school. But elementary is my heart. It is. It is. So, but I will catch you guys in the next vlog. Ciao.